Hello dear students, this is the third session of 5th semester BBA Computer Application in Business affiliated to Bangalore North University. We are discussing in the first chapter, that is Introduction to Information System. In today's session we would be discussing meaning of data and information, the difference between these two components, importance of information. Let us recap of the previous class. We discussed in the session 2 the types and component of a system. The learning objective of this chapter is to provide an understanding on the business information system. The session outcome, here the students will be able to understand the meaning of information, will be able to compare and differentiate between the data and information, and can understand the importance of information. Now let us discuss on what is information. Information is a processed data. There are some definitions given here. One important such definition given by Davis and Olson: information is a data that has been processed into a form that is meaningful to recipient and is of real or perceived value in the current or the prospective action or the decision of the recipient. It means here we'll discuss the information after completing the discussion on data, process, then we'll go to information. The data is nothing but the raw or the information which is not processed, that is incomplete information. You can say a data is raw in nature, which gives no meaning to it, and once the data is processed, it becomes a complete meaningful output or in the form of information. So here the systems gives a new additional advantage to generate information, which will facilitate for the smooth and successful performance of a business. This system generally supports the operation, management and decision making activities of a business. It is the software which makes the hardware to run. So, and in the previous class, in the session, we have discussed all the components of the system: hardware, software, procedure and so many things. Here data is nothing but the instructions and commands, or the value which is incomplete. When I say, for an example, student name and some statistical figure, that is Raju, comma 18. So this is an incomplete information. Means we know that there is a name called Raju, but 18 number statistical information, or what you say, statistical data is an incomplete one. We can't come to a conclusion, or we can't understand whether it's a roll number 18, or whether it's a internal marks allotted to him, or whether it's the serial number in the attendance and so on. So data is incomplete. When it is processed, then it gives a particular meaning to the data. So after processing of the data, the information is in the finished and it's a meaningful form which is available to the business entity. So for any system in the education system, if we take to student database, we get the data. This is called student database. So data is available in the system. Suppose if we want to know the students results analysis, the analysis can be taken from the available data after processing, which can be represented in the form of graph or table or percentage, like that. So here students data about the results can be processed, and the information is available in the form of graphs or uh, reports, graphics, graphical representation of the analysis, reports, tabular form, or in a para-wise or in a sentence-wise. So this is called data, information and information. Next, the difference between data and information. Basically, data is a raw fact and figures, whereas information is the facts refined by the processing. After processing, those facts which will be converted into information. Data is an unstructured, whereas information is a structured one. Data does not depend on the information. It is very independent, whereas information is dependent on the data. So without data, information cannot be processed. Next difference is data is what exists, means whatever the facts, figures, data available, that is what existing. There is no imagination as such. Here the existing facts and figures are called data. In coming to information, when the whatever the required information, as I just now gave an example of results analysis of the students. So what we require is result analysis. So based on our requirement, information will be gathered. Next is based on the records and observation. So data is available based on records and observation. Here records means the previous record or reports or the statistical data available in different departments, and even the observation can also be the data. So data is available based on the records and observations, whereas information is available on the whatever the interpretation and analysis part. So after processing, whatever the results we get, it can be analyzed. So our information will be based on the analysis what we get. Further, data is not specific, means it does not give any specific meaning to it, but the information is very specific. Whatever information we are getting is very specific, clear. So where we can get some meaning to it, and with this specific information will be useful for the management for decision making, and also this information which is available in time will be taken in time, the correct decisions which will help the management for further progress of the business. Next is importance of the information. What are the importance of information here? First one, information plays a very important role in management. Means, as I just now discussed about the students' result analysis, in the same way, in a business context, information which is available in a system or in a software system which helps for proper management, controlling activities, decision making activities, and various aspects of the management, and it helps in management control, decision making, and also information is very important for building different models and for motivating the business organization. Then the next importance of information is, due to various factors, the value of information is affected, and this information can be justified, like the information whatever available, cost of acquiring such information should be less, and whatever the results or expected value from arrived by using such information should be more. So it means using the information, the business or the management should be able to extract or get more returns from such information and through in terms of decision making. So this is how the information is very important, or it's significant for the management in all the aspects of decision making. Now coming to multiple choice question, we have 5 MCQ questions. First one, which of the following is not a feature of information? Unstructured. Unstructured is a feature of data. It is structure is a information feature is structured one. So the answer is unstructured. The data which has been processed into the meaningful form is called information. Answer. Information helps in management control, decision making, building business model, and all of this. Of course, all of the activities of business, information is helpful. Next is raw facts is called data. Of course, we discussed data is nothing but raw fact. Last one, information can be considered to have high value if the expected value is more than the cost of acquiring it. Means, as I just now discussed, the expenditure or the expenses incurred to acquire such information and the value and the results from such information should be more. So the cost of acquiring should be less, and expected value from that should be more. So this is about the session 3.